Right. Hey there, guys. I'm just kind of very keen to just give you an example of the kind of really clear, concise kind of training and in-depth training that basically this magnificent course gives on business models and how, this is something called the business model canvas up here. And this is just to kind of give you a snippet of one of the modules where it covers how someone should be very methodically thinking about their business and what are the key aspects of every business which should be covered within the case of what constitutes as a fully fledged idea or what needs to be covered in order to make a whole business proposition, right? So something that basically works. So you've got key partners up here, right? Pardon me for my handwriting, but it's always been like this, guys. You've got key activities, key resources, cost structure, revenue structure, channels. You've got customer relations and customer segment. Okay, yeah, you can see I'm having a bit of a hard time reading my own handwriting there. But yeah, so these are the parts. So now we're gonna cover. I'm just gonna take you through an example of a business that basically, it's a very well established business, and just to give an example of how different areas should be basically covered within your business proposition or a business model that should just be working on all segments and functional. So you've got, let's say, Skype here. Yeah, Skype. So Skype as a company, what would be the different kind of things? Again, we're in the online industry. I'm just choosing an online, a software kind of thing. So Skype as a chat conversation software. What are the different areas, or what are the examples that it would give in different areas? So you've got in key partners, you would possibly have payment providers. And what else would you say? I mean, what else could be there as key partners? So you might have distribution partners. Okay, so people might be providing the service through different channels of internet. So you've got that there. Again, cost structures. What will be the different cost structure? Cost structures, you could have software development or complaint management. So again, stuff that would cost the company within its daily runnings and things like that. So you've got software development, for example, up here. Again, so again, just put one example. So again, key activities. What would the key activities of the business be doing to make sure that it just keeps moving forward? So you'd probably again say that it would be again, a key activity would be to develop the software again, right? Because that's what's gonna move the company through changes, or move the software through changes that are necessary to keep it updated. Key resources, again, what are the key resources that the company, or are almost like company assets? You would probably have the people who are developing the software then again. Okay, so it's keeping with the theme, software development. Again, what could be the value proposition? So what is it that Skype itself gives back? Why would what is it that we use it for? So that would be, what we use it for, just free or video calling mostly, or most of us. And then it does have a very competitive paid option as well on internet calling. Voice calling, right? So again, you've got what would be the customer relationships, that different relationships. So you got again, mass customers that they'll have to kind of like keep into account. Think about channels. You've got Skype.com. Again, that's where you basically are able to download the software. Or again, any kind of endorsements that they might do. Let's say what would it work through? So you might have headphones, right? So headset partnerships, Skype, right? So that's Skype.com. So you got customer segment, right? Customer segment. So who would be the people that it should be directed towards? Where is the customer base? Where where should it be getting most of its customers from? So we'd say what, web users, isn't it? So it's what, internet users, web users, globally, and people who might want to make phone calls using the internet. So people wanting to make phone calls. Oh, yeah, now I'm actually looking at myself in the camera while writing this. And then again, you've got revenue streams, the last one up here. Again, you've got, let's give an example. So it would be, what would be the different revenue streams? So it would be, I know, you've got a free version that most of us actually use, a free version. And then you've got companies that would be interested in possibly the calling option, right? So again, you've got Skype out prepaid, you got Skype prepaid and prepaid or subscription, right? Prepaid or subscription for the calling aspect of it. Right, and then if they do have a partnership with hardware sales or something like that, right? So for which, again, the headset partnership, so they may get a revenue from there as well. So hardware sales. Right, this is just to cover Skype there, guys. Okay, so just to kind of like give you an idea of how this sales software basic, well, this course actually breaks down everything and makes you think. If you're a person who wanted to just, you're from a business background, or you don't have a business background, I say it actually probably more suited for those guys who don't have a business background and they were thinking of starting something online, starting something physical. The days of gone by days, guys, where you sit down and this is called the business model canvas. The reason why it's called the business model canvas is because you just kind of like make sure that this is what you've got to cover. And it's not such a lengthy kind of process. You are still giving a thought and a lot of structure to it. But again, the practicalities of the world we live in today, you go into something that's really that's really complicated or detailed, like it used to be when you used to make business plans of all sorts and try and sit down and then try and work out customer service and things like that. These days things move fast, we know that. So we got to get in the market, and you need something like this, a simple option which can again make your mind trigger on the right side, or the all of the sides, but it can just kind of be practical and something you can just apply and then move on with the knowledge you've got. Right, guys, I hope this has helped. Look, just again to reiterate, this is what is all a part of it. You get a blueprint of how to create your own business just by as a part of this course. But that this is a complete business education system that's itself paid out over 130 million in sales. Really, guys, get in touch and we can just kind of like point you in the direction where you should be looking for this amazing product and have a greater look into it. All right, take care.